Hey, before we start today, Emily and I have a question for you.
When was the last time you went shopping? Yesterday? Last week? This morning?
Because today, we are going shopping together. You, me, and Emily. Right now.
I'm Emily, and this is English Talk. And today is a little different from our usual videos.
I'm Jack, and instead of practicing situations one by one, today we are living a complete real day out, a full shopping trip, from the moment you leave your house to the moment you come home.
And inside this day, every natural English phrase you need for shopping, it will come to you automatically, not as a lesson, just as part of the day.
Think of it like this. We are your English-speaking friends, and we are all going shopping together today.
So are you ready? Bag packed, phone charged? Let's go. Okay, it is Saturday morning. You wake up. You have one plan for today. Shopping in English. You check your bag, phone, check, wallet, check, shopping list, check.
And one more thing, confidence. Check.
Confidence, always check. You step outside. The weather is nice. You take the bus to the shopping center. You arrive, you walk through the big glass doors, and the first thing you see, it is enormous. 5 floors, hundreds of shops, and you need to find the clothing section.
A staff member is standing nearby, smiling, waiting to help. What do you say?
You take one breath and you say, "Excuse me, could you tell me where the clothing section is, please?"
Excuse me, could you tell me where the clothing section is, please? Not, hello, wear clothes.
Please, not that. The staff member smiles and says, "Of course. Take the escalator to the second floor and turn left. You can't miss it."
And you say, thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
I really appreciate it. These 4 words make any thank you feel warm and genuine. Not just thanks, not just okay. I really appreciate it. Say it out loud. Excuse me, could you tell me where the clothing section is, please? Second floor. You step off the escalator, and there it is, the clothing section. Racks and racks of clothes, colors everywhere.
This is my favorite part of any shopping trip, honestly.
Mine too. You start looking around, you find a jacket you love. But there is a problem. The one on the rack is a large. You need a medium. A staff member is folding clothes nearby. What do you say?
You say, excuse me, do you have this in a medium, please?
Perfect. Do you have this in a size, please? This is the most useful phrase in any clothing shop in the world. You can change the size, small, medium, large, extra large. The phrase stays exactly the same.
Do you have this in a small, please? Do you have this in a large, please? One phrase, every size.
The staff member checks and says, "Let me have a look in the back for you," which means I will go check if we have it in storage.
And now you wait. And while you wait, you see another jacket you like. Different color. You want to try both. The staff member comes back with the medium.
And now you need the fitting room. You say, "Thank you so much. Could I try these on, please?"
Could I try these on, please? Not, I want try. Not, fitting room where.
Could I try these on, please? Always. The staff member smiles and says, "Of course. The fitting rooms are just around the corner. I'll start a room for you."
Say both phrases. Do you have this in a medium, please? Could I try these on, please? You are in the fitting room now. You try on the first jacket. It fits perfectly. You love it. You try on the second one. Not so sure.
The staff member knocks gently and says, "How are you getting on in there? Is everything okay?"
And this is a moment many learners freeze, because how are you getting on? What does that mean?
How are you getting on just means, how is everything going? It is a very common British English phrase. The answer is simple. You say, "The medium fits perfectly. Thank you. I think I will take this one."
I think I will take this one. Not, I want buy this. I think I will take this one sounds so natural and confident.
Or if something does not fit, you say, "This one is a little too big. Do you have anything in a small?" Always polite, always with, "Do you have?"
And if you simply do not like something, you say, I think I will leave this one actually, but thank you so much for your help.
I think I will leave this one actually. This phrase is so important. In English, you never need to explain why you don't want something. Just, I think I will leave this one, and that is enough. No explanation needed.
I always felt like I had to explain in English. I don't want because color not good and price maybe too high. And
No, you never have to explain. I think I will leave this one. Done. Perfect.
say it. The medium fits perfectly. Thank you. I think I will take this one.
You have chosen your jacket. You are happy. You walk to the checkout. There is a short queue. You wait. Your turn comes. The cashier smiles and says, "Hi there. Did you find everything okay today?"
And this question, it always surprised me. Did you find everything okay? What do they actually mean?
They're just asking, was your shopping experience good? Did you find what you were looking for? It is a friendly opener. The natural answer is simply, yes, thank you. I found everything I needed. Or, yes, your staff was really helpful, actually.
That second answer, your staff was really helpful, that is a lovely thing to say. The cashier will genuinely appreciate it.
It costs nothing to be kind, and it makes the whole interaction warmer. The cashier then scans your jacket and says, "That will be $49.99, please. Cash or card?"
And you say, "Card, please," and then you tap your card or insert it. Simple.
But what if the card does not work? The machine shows an error. The cashier says, "I'm sorry, it doesn't seem to have gone through. Could you try again?"
You stay calm. You say, "Of course, I'm sorry about that." And you try again. And if it still does not work, you say, "I'm so sorry. Do you mind if I try a different card, please?"
Do you mind if I try a different card, please? Do you mind if is one of the most polite request phrases in English. You can use it anywhere. Do you mind if I sit here? Do you mind if I open the window?
One phrase, endless situations.
Say it. Yes, I found everything I needed. Thank you so much. Do you mind if I try a different card, please? Now, let's say something happens. The next day, you get home, you try the jacket on again, and something is wrong. There is a small tear near the pocket.
A defect. You need to return it. This situation makes so many people nervous because returning something in English, it feels like you are complaining, like you will upset someone.
But returning a defective item is completely normal, and stores expect it. You go back the next day, you walk to the customer service desk, you say,
"Hi, I bought this jacket yesterday and I noticed there is a small defect near the pocket. I was wondering if I could exchange it or get a refund, please."
Perfect. 3 things in that sentence. First, I bought this yesterday, gives context. Second, I noticed there is a small defect, explains the reason calmly. Third, I was wondering if I could, makes it a polite request, not a demand.
I was wondering if I could exchange it or get a refund, please. You give them 2 options. Exchange, meaning swap for a new one. Refund, meaning get your money back.
The staff member will almost always say, "Of course, do you have your receipt?" And you say, "Yes, here you are," or "I have it on my phone actually, would that be okay?"
Most stores now accept digital receipts on your phone. Always worth asking if you don't have the paper one.
And if everything goes smoothly, the staff member processes your return and says, "All done. Your refund will be back in your account within 3 to 5 working days."
And you say, That's brilliant. Thank you so much for your help. I really appreciate it.
That's brilliant, a very natural British English expression meaning that's great. You can also say that's wonderful or that's perfect. All work equally well.
Say the return phrase. Hi, I bought this jacket yesterday and I noticed there is a small defect near the pocket. I was wondering if I could exchange it or get a refund, please.
And just like that, your shopping day in English is complete.
You found what you were looking for, you spoke naturally, you handled a return, you had a full day out in English, and everything went well.
Let's think about what made today work. Not perfect English, not zero mistakes, just the right phrases at the right moments. Could you tell me where? Do you have this in? Could I try these on? I think I will take this one. I was wondering if I could...
5 phrase patterns. That is all you need for a complete shopping day in English. 5 patterns. Infinite situations.
And the most important thing, you stayed calm, even when the card didn't work, even when you needed to return something. Calm, polite, clear. That is natural English in action. Let's go through today's key phrases one final time. Say each one out loud with Jack.
Finding something? Excuse me, could you tell me where the clothing section is, please? Asking for a size. Do you have this in a medium, please? Fitting room. Could I try these on, please? Buying something. I think I will take this one, thank you. Polite request. Do you mind if I try a different card, please? Returning something. I was wondering if I could get a refund, please.
6 phrases, one complete shopping day. Memorize these and any shop in any English-speaking country is yours.
So, Emily, I want to say something to everyone watching.
Go ahead.
Shopping sounds simple, but when you are doing it in a foreign language, even asking for a different size can feel enormous. I know that feeling personally.
And what I want everyone to remember is this. The staff in any shop wants to help you. That is literally their job. They are not judging your English. They are not counting your mistakes. They just want to help you find what you need and have a good day.
So please, do not let the fear of imperfect English stop you from asking for what you need. You deserve to shop comfortably, in any language, in any country.
You deserve to shop comfortably. Remember that.
Okay, here is your challenge for today, and this one is fun.
Imagine you are in a clothing shop right now. You find a shirt you love, but it is too small. Write in the comments, what do you say to the staff member? Use the natural phrase from today.
Use this structure. Excuse me, do you have this in your size, please? Write it in the comments right now. It takes 30 seconds, and it will help you remember this phrase for the rest of your life.
We read every single comment. We will see yours, and we give a thumbs up to every person who writes.
If today's shopping trip helped you, please give this video a thumbs up. It genuinely helps more people around the world find English Talk.
And if you are not part of our English Talk family yet, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon right now. We are here every week with real English for real life.
Thank you for spending your time with us today.
It really was a lovely day out. Take care, everyone. And remember,
next time you go shopping, in English or any language,
you have everything you need.
English Talk is your place to grow.
See you in the next one. Bye, everyone.